friends, it's me, Dr. Steph from New Heights, and I am back to talk to you about 5 exercise mistakes. This may ruffle a few feathers, friends, but I'm just going by the literature, by the research, by studies shown, because I'm a nerd, and that's what I do. So, first one, pumping iron for hours. I have definitely fallen victim to this, and I have definitely seen no results from it. So unless you are a athlete who is training for an event, or a bodybuilder, or someone who has an event that they are trying to achieve a certain goal, it's a little different. But for us people who are just trying to look our best and feel our best, there's really no reason for you to be passing a 45-minute limit on your workouts. Granted, you don't want to be lollygagging for 45 minutes. You want an intense 45-minute workout. Whether that's interval training, whether that's an intense yoga class, an intense spinning class, a 45-minute interval run or cardio or stepper, whatever it may look like for you, you want it to be intense, not easy, oh, this is not bad. I barely have a sweat going. You should be able to wring out your shirt, but there's really no reason to go past 45 minutes because then it is still, although exercise is amazing, is a physical stress on your body. So if you pass that 45-minute limit, then studies have shown your body is going to start releasing more cortisol, stress hormone, and it's going to affect the way that your body's releasing growth hormone and testosterone, which are responsible for giving you the gains. So if you're like, I feel like I'm not really getting anywhere, and I've been putting all this effort in for hours at a time at the gym or in my basement now because we're in quarantine, it could be you're actually doing it too long. And to segue into the next point, you're probably getting too social in between sets. Obviously, you're not social outside because we can't leave, but if you're checking your phone, you're on Instagram, you're trying to film your sets, and you're taking time in between, now you're affecting your body's cycle of releasing the hormones you want it to release, like growth hormone, testosterone, your adrenaline, your noradrenaline, to gain more muscle. You're impeding in that cycle, and now you're not going to get to a point where you're putting the muscle on and you're staying in a fat loss zone. So, friends, don't get social in between sets. In and out. Studies have shown that they have taken a group who were getting social in between sets and a group that were not, and they were going straight through, only taking, breaks if they absolutely had to, and the fat loss was night and day difference. Although the people who worked out longer might have burned collectively more calories, the people who worked out a shorter amount of time, more intense training, actually lost more subcutaneous fat, aka fat. They lost more fat. So people are like, no, I want to lose more fat. There you go. Third point, cardio only to lose weight. That, friends, is a myth, okay? I think that the best way to exercise in your life is to definitely mix it up. Cardio, yoga, interval training. Definitely, you should be lifting weights. Weights are important when it comes to the way you want your body look and feel. I know people are like, I just want to look like that girl on Instagram. She's so fit. She looks amazing. She's not skinny. She's ripped, but like in a good ripped. That is weight training, friends. The more you weight train, especially if you weight train first and then do your cardio second, you are going to be releasing the growth hormone that you want, the testosterone that you want to increase your muscle gains and to actually put your body into a fat loss state because muscle is cool. And once you start lifting, if you do cardio second, you're actually still burning fat because that's what happens in your body when you lift. Is that afterwards, because your muscle was so active, you're still burning fat afterwards. If you just do cardio, you're not still burning fat afterwards, but you will if you are lifting. So keep that in mind. Like I said, change it up. If you're not seeing results and you're plateauing, change up your exercise. I will tell you straight up. Shout out to Fit Southampton. I hope my friends are watching from Fit Southampton. I was that girl in the gym, de-stressing, spending so much time, like an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours at the gym, doing my cardio, doing my lifting, seeing literally no results. I started at Fit Southampton. They are more of a boot camp, high interval, 45 minutes or less, training type style gym. And unfortunately in quarantine, I had to stop going, but I was only there for a few months and it was the best I've ever looked, the best I've ever felt, and the strongest I've ever been. So I can attest to this. Change up your workouts, have your yoga, have your, interval trainings, your spin, your stepper, your running, your weight trainings, change it up. If you're in a routine and it's not showing results, get out of that routine. Just simple, okay? Another thing, doing cardio before weights, I already brushed up on that. Like I said, I highly recommend doing weights before cardio because one, as soon as you start lifting your weights, you can get your heart rate up quicker than it would be for cardio. And then two, also, you don't want to fatigue yourself from cardio and then start lifting, because especially if you're trying to see a result, a difference in your overall physique, if you are fatigued before you start lifting, you're going to perform less. You're going to lift less. You won't have that energy reserves that you would need to lift harder or do another set or do another rep. So, and also, like I said, muscle will still burn fat once you're done. So then you're going to be in a fat burning stage, even approaching your cardio session, which is awesome. Best results you can see. Last one, believing more exercise is the best friends. Have a rest day. If you feel like you need to rest, listen to your body and rest. It's as simple as that. You will see greater gains if you have a resting period, because if you are going and going and going and going, your body's going to be releasing more and more and more and more cortisol, stress response, stress hormones, and you will plateau. You might actually start putting on weight or getting bloated or getting hormonally imbalanced and not feeling as great. It's because you're not giving your body that proper time to rest, rejuvenate, let your cells turn over, let things repair, and get into a state where you are now ready to continue into that next week, continue your workout, wherever it may be. So these are 5 things I want you to pay attention to. If you guys have any questions, obviously let me know. Shout out again to Fit Southampton. If you're in the area, join their Zoom classes. Once the quarantine's over, highly recommend their gym. They're absolutely awesome. All the trainers are awesome, and I will tell you straight up, it has been the best shape I've ever been in. So, friends, let's keep taking your health to new heights.